ain't seen nothing yet. Your ticket to non-stop lights. This Diwali, only on Fireworks, Monday to Thursday at 9 p.m. on Movies Now.
I think first and foremost, the study has been done in 12 countries. More than 14,000 consumers have been contacted. In India, this study has also been done in both metros, mini metros, and in smaller towns. We have had, I think, two key insights have come. One is that, male and female hygiene habits are the same. A bit of a surprise, but male and female habits are the same. And secondly, which is a bit concerning, is that the younger generation, unfortunately, is not following as good hygiene practices as they should. And I think that certainly is a surprise for us. I think it's a great insight. It's a great fact of life that you could have the best infrastructure, but if you do not have the right hygiene habits, it would lead to infection. So you can have a very clean room, you have a very nice home, but if you don't have the right habits, there is going to be a problem on hygiene. What we do in rural India, what we do in, there's a very fine definition between rural and what I call as semi-urban. In very small towns, 100,000, 50,000 population towns, we focus in different regions in terms of going to these towns and doing mother contact programs, also in school programs, also in hospitals. I would like my team to go into areas where they can effectively do it, and on a continuum. The Global Hygiene Council is basically an independent body made up of doctors, very eminent doctors and scholars. They they do studies on hygiene practices, what should not be done, after getting insights into consumers' lives, in consumers' homes, in places of work. These are all specialists, and they're all independent. They do the research studies. They get funded by their universities or hospitals where they are attached. But when they come to the council, which is where we put an education endowment to run this entire body. They're from more than 10 countries, and they meet a couple of times. We use their material to be able to propagate good hygiene. I think, when you take it, first and foremost, I find it a very interesting question, but I think that Dettol is one of the most trusted brands in this country, and over decades together is the first point. I think the second point is that there are a lot of new brands that have come, whether it is in the technology sector, it's cars, it's information, it's services, etc. So I think it's a question of what is the priority in that consumer's mind at that point in time, that he's got a list of things. For us, it's very important that we read the consumer's reaction and feedback. But just to give you an idea, I mean, Dettol Liquid is independent survey by Nielsen, is 85% of the market. If you take Dettol Liquid Hand Wash, again Nielsen is 53% of the market. If I take, so I could go on, Now, if Dettol was not in one of the most trusted brands, then it would not have 85% of the market in liquids. It wouldn't have 53% in hand wash. And just to say that, Dettol soap, for example, the body soap, it used to be number 8 in the soap market. It is today number 3 in the entire soap market. I'm talking about entire soap market. Certainly in the germicidals, we are really right on the top. Lifebuoy tried to position itself like Dettol. I mean, they must be running out of ideas that they have to, but I can't blame them. If you have an iconic brand like Dettol, everybody would want to be like Dettol. So good luck to those guys who want to copy us, but the consumer says there is only one Dettol. There's only one brand on which they trust in terms of hygiene.